On March 5th, 2026, something happened that AI researchers said was years away. An AI model sat down, virtually, took a real test designed to measure how well it could do actual human-computer work. It scored 75%. Human experts scored 72. For the first time in history, an AI just beat humans at doing their own jobs. This is GPT 5.4, and I need to walk you through exactly what just happened, because most people are not understanding the size of this. This isn't a chatbot update. This isn't a better autocomplete. What OpenAI just released can look at your screen, navigate your apps, fill your forms, download your files, send your emails, and complete multi-step work tasks on its own without you touching anything. If you use a computer for work, this directly affects you. Let's break it down. GPT 5.4 was released on March 5th, 2026 by OpenAI. It comes in three versions: Standard, Thinking, and Pro. It's available on ChatGPT, the OpenAI API, and Codex. On the surface level, there are two headline upgrades. The context window went from 400,000 tokens to 1 million tokens, meaning it can now read and process a full novel, an entire code base, hundreds of documents, all at once, and it became 47% more token efficient, meaning it gives you more useful output with fewer words. Less fluff, more signal. But neither of those is the real story. The real story is computer use. Computer use is exactly what it sounds like. GPT 5.4 can autonomously control a computer. It sees your screen, it moves the cursor, it clicks buttons, it types, it navigates between apps, it completes full multi-step tasks on its own. Here's a real example of what this looks like in practice. With GPT 5.2, the previous version, if you asked it to go to my HR portal, download my latest pay stub, and email it to my accountant, it would draft a very nice email. That's it. You still had to log in, navigate, download, attach, and send. With GPT 5.4, you say the same thing. It opens your browser, navigates to your HR portal, logs in if you've given it access, finds the pay stub, downloads it, opens your email, attaches the file, writes the email, sends it, done. That's not a chatbot, that's a digital employee. And OpenAI didn't just demo this on easy tasks, they tested it on something called OSWorld. OSWorld is a benchmark specifically designed to test how well an AI can complete real desktop work tasks. We're talking about things like reorganizing files, filling in spreadsheets, navigating real software, completing multi-step workflows across different applications. Tasks that actual office workers do every single day. They brought in human experts, professional computer users, tested them on the same tasks. Human experts scored 72.4%. GPT 5.4 scored 75.0%. That is the first time in history that an AI model has beaten humans on a real-world desktop work benchmark. Not a game, not a maths test, not trivia, actual work. And to understand how fast this happened, GPT 5.2, just one generation ago, scored 47.3% on the same test. That is a 27.7-point jump in a single model release. For context, the difference between GPT 5.2 and human experts was 25 points. OpenAI didn't close that gap. They blew past it. So what does this mean for the real world? Let me quickly compare the two versions so you know exactly what's new. Context window, 400,000 tokens before. 1 million tokens now. Computer use, not available before. Full autonomous desktop control now. Factual accuracy, 33% fewer individual factual errors than 5.2. Token efficiency, 47% more concise output. OSWorld score, 47% before, 75% now, above human level. The jump from 5.2 to 5.4 is not a minor update. It's a generational leap. This is roughly the equivalent of going from a calculator to a laptop. It will replace jobs as a hypothetical for years. GPT 5.4 is not a hypothetical anymore. If your job involves navigating software, filling forms, moving data between systems, sending standardized emails, scheduling, an AI can now do your entire workflow, unsupervised, more accurately than you. That's not me being dramatic. That's the OSWorld benchmark. That's OpenAI's own data. The jobs that are most immediately at risk are entry-level admin, data entry, basic account management. Anything where the work is mainly navigate this software and complete this process. But here's the flip side, and this matters. The people who learn to use tools like this instead of compete with them are about to become exponentially more productive. One person with GPT 5.4 doing the work of 5 is not a threat. That's an upgrade. The question is, which side of that line are you going to be on? I'll leave that there. Let me know in the comments. Does this excite you or scare you? I read every reply. If you want coverage like this every time a major AI update drops, subscribe. I cover everything fast without the corporate spin. And coming up next, I'm covering something that might be even bigger. OpenAI just signed a deal with the US military. Anthropic refused the same deal, and the US government's response to that refusal was completely unhinged. I'll have that video out today. Don't miss it.